actually wrote an article on LinkedIn about, remote working or, remote networking for extroverts, because we're so used to going out and doing all of that. But my true journey, like with really building my name in networking and relationship building, started from me wanting to build my own community to network in. And so I did that on Facebook actually. And obviously it was before the pandemic. It's been about 5 years that I've started that journey. And like through that group, I've created a networking group called Metro West Women's Network. And it's a Facebook group. So if you are really interested in certain things, I think any social network is a great place to get involved in a community. You don't always have to be the spotlight of the networking. You can just be involved. So whatever your expertise is and your interest is, you can just join groups that you really like and that are of your interest. It doesn't even have to be like a business networking. It could be knitting. It could be anything, because you're still gonna, people in other businesses still knit. So whatever you love, get in there and, be an expert, provide your insight, take insight, ask questions. And that's kind of a way to get your foot in the door, like with some of this online networking, especially like on Facebook. I feel like Facebook is a really great place to do networking because people are kind of on Facebook in their life, whereas like LinkedIn, like you're not really on there checking out your friends, you're more on there for business. So it can create more of an authentic network for you. I have 4,000 people now in that network, and it's a community that I run, and part of what I do is a job now. I never thought it would be that, so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just collaborate with people, like what Lauren was talking about, getting a mentor. I once wanted this big CMO woman in Boston to be in my conference, and I knew some different people knew her and stuff like that. And so what I did was I asked her to speak. I asked her to speak at the conference, and just through her coming in and me asking her, and that just showed her that I really thought she was an expert, and bringing her in, she's become a little bit of a mentor to me through that. And that was like never the intention. I just really wanted her as a speaker. I couldn't believe she was even more receptive to being a bit of a mentor to me also. And even online communities for your local chambers. One thing I really believe in is local and getting involved in your local chambers. I don't care if you're a multinational business, you're still in a community. And those chambers right now are offering all different kinds of networking groups, and they're smaller. So you can get involved online at that level if you don't like social media. And just other ways to participate in online networking is watching like webinars like this and getting involved in the comments and seeing the cool people that are here and finding people you might want to network with, and then connecting with them on other channels like Instagram and Twitter or LinkedIn. That's a great way to start a lot of these conversations. And I think it just all starts with little conversations and figuring out like, what do we have in common? Are we good people to network together? Because one of the downfalls of networking is, people kind of look at it like, I want to network with everybody, but you can't, because you can network with people and know who they are, but unless you really have a relationship with some of those people, it's really not that valuable. So what you really want to do once you start networking in these groups is start to build relationships with these people that you want to network with, figure out a way to manage your contacts, which Stephanie's probably got some great advice on that. And as the relationships grow, you'll find places in your life, even remotely, where these people can fit into your life, or you can fit into their life, where they can add value to your life, you can add value to theirs. And so there's just like so many ways to do that online. And I couldn't cover them all, right now, but definitely getting involved in some groups, some webinars, podcasts, and finding out where you want to be and who you want to be there with, and getting your foot in the door to do that. And networking is a little bit less threatening than being a presenter. Like today, like Stephanie being that's not my strength. I'm much better like as a one-on-one person, and going to an event or being in an event online and participating that way. So it depends what your strength is as a networker. If you're more of the leader, you don't mind getting up, you don't mind introducing people, or if you're just somebody who kind of likes to talk to everybody. And just as a funny story, this is not remote networking, but I once went to a chamber event with a big chamber that was my first time going. And it was a lot of bankers and insurance people and people that I don't normally network with, and a lot of men. So I brought my friend with me who owns another agency, and I asked him to be my videographer. So what I did was I went around and videoed everybody I met, and I made a little video for the chamber. And that allowed me to have a bit of an icebreaker with these people because I would have no idea what to say to them. So pull some tools out of your toolbox, like be unique, try different things, like step outside the comfort zone that you're in. It's super fun. You have a lot of fun with it.